Jonah! Look that way. I don't believe in an interventionist God. But I know, darling, that you do. And if I did, I would kneel down and ask her not to intervene when it came to you, not to touch your hair and your hair, leave you as you are. If he felt he had to direct you and direct you into my arms, into my arms, oh Lord, into my arms, oh Lord, into my arms, oh Lord, into my arms. My beautiful daughter Alice. And I don't believe in the existence of angels. But looking at you, I wonder if that's true. And if I did, I would summon them together. And ask them to watch over you, to each burn a candle for you, to make right and clear your way, and to walk like Christ in grace and love and guide you into my arms, into my arms, oh Lord, into my arms, oh Lord, into my arms, oh Lord, into my arms. And I believe in love. And I know that you do too. And I believe in some kind of pathway that we can walk down, me and you. So keep your candles burning, make a journey bright and pure, that you'll keep returning always and evermore. Into my arms, oh Lord, into my arms, oh Lord, into my arms, oh Lord, into my arms.
koutou. Please be seated. There are some people who are not able to be with us today because they have passed on. If this mic doesn't work properly, I'll use my natural voice. Nō reira I ngā mate koutou katoa whānau. To those who have gone on before us, we farewell, we farewell, we farewell. Nō reira e tonga ora nā rātou ki a tātou e te mihi koutou katoa. To our beautiful whānau, I hope we're going to have a really good night tonight. I was walking around in the dark when I first arrived here last night, and I heard somebody shout out in the dark, "Who's that?" It was my cousin Faith over there. I thought she was a security guard here, but she was only part of my family. Emily, thank you for bringing your family and those that are not able to be with us here today. May lots of photos and video clips go back to them wherever they are. To your mum and dad, lovely to have you here. This is a typical Collingwood day. So if you're thinking of moving over here, please do so. It'd be lovely to have you here as part of the wider whānau of what we call mohua, which means the yellow bird. We're still trying to get the yellow bird to come back into this area. But lots of other people are coming here as well. And it's lovely to have you all. If you haven't already done so, I'd like you to turn around and say hello to the person at the back of you. Don't break your neck doing so. On the side of you, say kia ora. And to those that I know in this community as well, a huge mihi to you all. What a beautiful invitation. You picked the right day. Emily and Grant, to be able to have this beautiful outdoor wedding. And Grant will tell you further about the treasured whenua that we actually stand on. Nō reira, that concludes my little intro, and I now hand over to Grant.
Kia ora Harvey, kamatua, all the way from Whakatū. Thank you, Harvey. Kia koutou ngā mate huhua. Kia koutou o ngā iwi mana whenua, Ngāti Tama, Te Aotearoa. Kia mātou ngā mātā waka. Kia koutou ngā manuhiri. O ngā hoa mā. Ngā mai haere mai. I was thinking what to say, and the first thing I'd like to say, now don't break into tears, but I'd just like to say that I love you. And after the, pretty interesting, challenging last few years, it's a wonderful opportunity to, one, of course, marry this absolutely beautiful wahine, Emily, and bring the very precious people in my life together. And it's good to do that while you're still casting a shadow. So it has multiple reasons and meanings for me, and of course for Emily, and extra special to have Emily's mum and dad here. Emily's from an enormous family of 3. And she didn't really realise, I think, when she drove down here in her high-ace van that she was going to be part of a corporation. But here we are. And, this corporation from day one has just swept Emily up in their arms and loved her. Thank you. So this whenua has an interesting history. I'll try to be brief. There was a fellow called Rangi Tuwhatawhata. He made a waka in South Taranaki in a river called Pātea, and he travelled down here in the 1800s as part of the Musket Wars, along with a lot of very fearsome friends, and they conquered this land at that time in the mid-1820s, and he had sons and daughters. One of his sons was a fellow called Urihari Tahuroa, and they had sons and daughters. And one of those sons and daughters, or daughters, was a woman called Hiringa Tahuroa. That was my grandmother. So Hiringa was born on Arapawa Island, as far as I know. And but her uncles and whānau came to live right here, exactly right here on this whenua. And that their rohi at that time, up until 1974, was very much in their hearts and a place they could be. And for us being here, I didn't know this when I arrived here in 2018, but we came to know, thank you to Margarita Vass, the history here. And it was such a revelation when we realised that our tupuna had lived here, and we immediately felt home. And part of the celebration today is about being home, and particularly for Emily and her whānau. Throwing your blanket down somewhere is important, I think, for all of us, and Emily has certainly done that. Even though she was told by friends as we walked along the beach here, taken aside and said, "Emily, you must not fraternise with the natives." Anyway, she's jumped in, boots and all, and here we are. It's a beautiful day, beautiful woman, and the most special people in my life. Thank you all for coming here. The Johnston family, you're amazing. And my immediately whānau from my sisters, Lynn and Faith, their tamariki and their moko are here today, most of us. And yeah, welcome to you all. And my beautiful friends, my pickleball, where's the pickleball crew? Come on. Yeah, it's all your fault, actually. That's how we met. But yeah, now my local whānau as well. We have Te Atarangi language whānau as well, Jocelyn. Where's Jocelyn? Jocelyn's here somewhere. Hey, kia ora. Yeah. Anyway, Emily, would you like to read a poem? Shall I do that now? Karakia. Okay. Would you like to lead that? Because I don't have a copy.
If you turn to your program, you will see that there's a karakia tematanga.
Yeah, okay. Would you like to lead this one? Speak right into the microphone. Oh, this one here. Come over here. There you go.
Kia ora katoa. Nā mai, hara mai. So yeah, if you'd like to join us in saying the karakia timatanga, we chose this as a beautiful way to bring us into unity together on this special day. Okay. Kia ora. Kia ora te... Kia ora te marino. Kia whakapapa ponamu te moana. E huarahi mā tātou I te rangi nei. Aroha atu, aroha mai, tātou I a tātou katoa. Huie taikie!
e tu koutou e te waiata tu tira mai ngā iwi, which you've got the words with you.
Sing on!
Kia wati.
So now I'm just going to explain a little history. Sorry, Emily's going to read a poem. This is the history of Emily's poem.
Oh, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for coming. You look beautiful. I was going to read a different poem that's significant to Grant and I. I came here to this whenua with a plan of going in one direction, and then life took me in a completely different one. And that poem might come in the open mic night later. But that poem got trumped. My beautiful godmother, Pam, who couldn't be with us today, she's in the UK, probably drinking a bottle of bubbles right now. She sent me this beautiful poem just as a gift, and it felt really, really fitting. It's called Go Slowly, My Beloved Moon. It's by Marilyn Floyd, and it's inspired by the Afghan wedding song, Ahesta Bottle. Go slowly, my beloved moon, go slow. Bright stars, fade not at dawn's unwelcome light. Great sun, hold back your eager fiery glow and keep our wedding day forever night. We steal through scented gardens by the shore to watch the moon make diamonds of the sea. These midnight dreams we taste forevermore. So lock away the morning, lose the key. Yet should the day break through to start the hours and shine upon the journey we've begun, for now until our hair is white like flowers. We'll watch with joy as every rising sun reveals the future path whose hidden ways we'll walk in love together all our days.
It's beautiful, thank you very much. Oh, don't kiss the bride.
Oh, don't kiss the bride.
Kiss the bride. This is a serious bit. So I have to put on my tie. For the mother-in-law. Or Mel, as we call her, mother-in-law. This is Phil, father-in-law. I'm Sil, son-in-law.
To be.
And we haven't thought of anything for Emily, but we will. Oh, hang on, can you give me a...
Around here.
Go round again.
You got this.
You all right?
Yeah, and down through the front.
Doesn't matter.
Forget the colours. Oh my God, the light was showing.
Done. Okay. Anyway, this does get a bit sad. If I cry, they're happy tears, okay? Yeah. So these, I'm going to have to read this because my mind is a bit blurry. I was hoping to memorize it, but these vows, so our connection more recently, and even me more recently, connecting to my te ao Māori and te taiao as well. Thanks to people like my beautiful young niece Te Kahurangi, her wisdom and others around me have sort of turned a page in my life and Emily's life. And we feel a pathway, or certainly a connection to so Tao Māori, the life and way, and Te Taiao, the environment, which we have certainly want to pursue. We want to be responsible kaitiaki, for example, of this whenua in our time here. And so that's something very common to Emily and I. And also, there's been a long, for me, almost distant connection with Taranaki Maunga. So people used to call it Mount Taranaki. It's a volcano across the sea here. It's visible actually from our deck. If you lined up pole number 3 with the top of the yurt, we can see the cone on a good day. And so Taranaki Maunga, Te Tangata Taranaki, is becoming more and more special in our lives for our own hearts, you might say. So our vows relate to Taranaki Maunga. So we say our vows, like coming up soon, with respect to Taranaki Maunga. And also we have a specific and favourite river, or awa. That is the Parapara awa. You drove over it coming here. So in Emily's and my first week together here, we went for a kayak trip along the coast, and then at high tide up to under the bridge. You'll know the place, some of you, up to the swimming hole that you access from Matata Road. And not a lot was said. We were quiet in each other's company. We didn't even know each other really. But when we got there was a silence, but it wasn't an awkward silence. It's as though, the birds, the insects, and the ripple of the river was speaking for us. So we have a very deep connection to that awa. So when we say our vows, they are under the witness, you might say, or they are under the guidance of Taranaki Maunga and Parapara awa. And also, a year or so later, Emily and I had a lovely walk along the river there and travelled up the river past where the rapids start and just lay in a pool there in the sunshine. And I'm not sure what happened myself, but it was pretty risky. But I think the ngāhere, the awa, whatever it was a catalyst and witness to what came out of my waha. And that was to ask Emily to marry me. So honestly, that was not planned. It just happened. And I thought, well, you got to follow this. And so I didn't have to do 1 higgledy-piggledy, 2 higgledy-piggledy, 3 for Emily to answer. So immediately, before I even took a breath, Emily said 1,000 times yes. And thank you, Emily. It's a beautiful moment. So Taranaki Maunga and Parapara awa are very special to us. And we say the vows we're about to say with those 2 entities as our witness. And of course, you guys, the most special people in our lives. Kia ora. I haven't got a copy. Emily's going to go first on this occasion. John, did you see some papers sitting around somewhere? Yeah, go and grab them, eh?
I left a copy on the computer. All nice and neatly printed out.
John,
I'll buy it.
found.
Okay. Here we go. Can you? Okay, Grant, these are my vows to you. I will take time in the day to acknowledge our deep connection and place within Te Taiao, the environment, this whenua, this land, and how it generously provides for us. I will take time in the day to touch my soul and connect with you in an unhurried and meaningful way. I will have the courage to be honest with myself and be honest with you while always communicating openly. I will endeavour to identify and transcend my fears and insecurities. Grant, I commit to being with you in the good and challenging times and to remain committed to learning and growing in myself and with you, understanding that two forest trees thrive best when not growing in the other shadow. I look forward to exploring Tikanga Māori, Te Ao Māori, Te Reo Māori with you. Grant, I also look forward to the many adventures we will have together, both in Aotearoa and overseas, exploring new places, cultures, and this beautiful earth on which we live. I will take time in the day to acknowledge and appreciate the depth and the beauty of our relationship and connection. Grant, I love you, even when you wear Crocs. Grant Hingston Brett Williams, Kehu, Kawakawa, Taku Tane. As I love the earth, Papatuanuku, beneath my feet, and all our loved ones, both near and far, I know in my heart I love you forever. Kia ora. Still no kissing.
It's like on the London trains, isn't it? You know. Thank you, Emily. That's really beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, I'll hold Emily's words right to my heart. Thank you. It's my turn. Oh. Mind if I have my glasses on because it's very bright? Is that okay? No, I can't see. Anyway, Emily. I will take time in the day to acknowledge our deep connection and place within Te Taiao this whenua and how it generously provides for us. I will endeavour to take time in the day to touch my soul and connect with you in an unhurried and meaningful way. I will have the courage to be honest with myself and be honest with you, Emily, while always communicating openly. I will endeavour to identify and transcend my fears and insecurities. Emily, I will endeavour to make the adventures I take you on not too scary. And Emily, I will try really hard to take the little clips of the bread bag that I leave on the bench and put them in the rubbish. Emily, I commit to being with you in all the good and challenging times and to remain committed to learning and growing in myself and with you, understanding that two forest trees thrive in the forest when not growing in each other's shadow. I look forward to exploring tikanga Māori, te ao Māori, and te reo Māori with you. Emily, I also look forward to travelling to Ingarangi, England, visiting your mum, Bin, and a little village called Redgrave. Excuse me a minute. In Suffolk, and walking the land of your birth, and you introducing me to the special places and people in your life, and couldn't be here today. I will take good time in the day to acknowledge and appreciate the depth and beauty of our relationship and connection. Emily, Claire Holt Wilson. As I love the earth beneath my feet and those gorgeous people gathered today, I know in my bones that I will love you forever. Kia ora.
Lovely vows that you've actually spoken to each other. And I now call upon my other first cousins, Auntie Lynn and Faith, to bring up the rings for exchanging. Not my korua. Come and stand alongside me. Just in case you don't know why Harvey Ruru is here, from Nelson and also representing the Nelson Cathedral and Anglican community for our Aotearoa. These are my whānau. Their mother and my father were brothers and sisters. So Grant, thank you for inviting me to share in the presiding of this beautiful wedding here. Not many people get married these days. In fact, I like people to try it a second time round or a third time round and have a good row in between that. And then you work out your relationships with each other and you sort things out. That's one of the questions I did ask this couple. Did you have a good row? So you heard about the bread lift. Oh, such a huge task about the bread. So we have the exchanging of rings. If you just hold them out towards me, please. Better take my cap off because I'm asking the Lord to be here. Haere mai e tātua whakatapua mai. E te tohu a marena i tēnei rā. No reira i runga te ngāra tamatua, te tama me te wairua tapu. Ake ake, amen. Wedding rings serve as a symbol of the vows you have just made. They are the outward and visible sign of an inward and invisible love which binds your lives together. As they are of the finest of earth's materials, so your love is of the richest of human values and respect for each other's dignity. As rings are without an edge or seam, having no beginning and no end, so they symbolize the perfection of love, which knows no end. Can the groom please place the ring on Emily's finger with these words? Emily, I give you this ring in token of.
I give you this ring in token of
The circle of affection and tenderness
the circle of affection and the tenderness
I will surround you with,
I will surround you.
where it is a symbol of all that we share.
Where it is a symbol of all that we share.
Tātou katoa.
Tātou katoa.
Right. The bride with the ring for the groom. Grant, I give you this ring in token of
Grant, I give you this ring in token of
the circle of affection and tenderness
the circle of affection and tenderness
I will surround you with,
I will surround you with,
where it is a symbol of all that we share.
where it is a symbol of all that we share.
Tātou katoa.
Tātou katoa.
Tātou tātou. You got to know what that means in Māori, so we're doing good. Let's give them a little clap. Emily and Grant, you have made promises to each other and you have exchanged rings as a symbol of your love. I now pronounce you to be husband and wife. May the blessing which I've found in each of you be a blessing that also carries with you the symbolism of this day by the gathering of so many friends who are here with you and whānau who are here with you, and those who are not here but are thinking of you on this day, and particularly that little party that's going back on in England at the moment. You may now kiss the new Mrs. E.W.
But we're going to sign the papers. We're going to take a while.
Te aloha, te whakapono, me rangi mai
Oh, you sang that so well, sing it again. Please be seated. We've just got a signing of the marriage license, and then we'll hand it over to Bob Bixton. Your signature. Signature of both, right? Signature of your friends and print.
I found this tie, well, in fact, it was given to me by my lovely friend Zoe, who's here today, and it's belonged to her dad, and it's 1970s with the lovely orange. So anyway, that's the story of the tie, and every time we Skyped or whatever you do, Zoomed Emily's mum, I rushed out and put the tie on, whether I was wearing a black singlet or no singlet. So this is the tie. Anyway, this song, we're going to give it a crack. And here we go. 4 fathom fire, someday I'll lie, singing songs that come from dead man's tongue. Anchor me, anchor me, as the compass turns and the glass it falls, as the storm cloud flows, as they call, anchor me, anchor me, anchor me, anchor me in
Let the salt spray lash on your fragrant skin. Let the waves crash and the whirlpool spin. Anchor me, anchor me, anchor me, anchor me in the middle of your deep blue sea. Anchor me in the middle of your deep blue sea. Anchor me. As the banshees cry and the bells they sound, and you lift me high, and you pull me down, and you pull me down, and you pull me down, anchor me in the middle of your deep blue sea. Anchor me in the middle of your deep blue sea again. Anchor me in the middle of your deep blue sea. Anchor me. Anchor me. This is my lovely daughter Alice and my gorgeous niece Josie. And Mr. Bob Bickerton over there. And Levity on the sound system. His lovely partner Gabby, who I love so much. Thank you. Kia ora. What's the next plan? Hey, you know what? That's us.